Alright guys, we got a zero-turn Toro, and we are installing now the left drive terrain transmission, whichever one you want to call it. Alright, so the problem that we had on the other one was it was leaking. The gasket seal got wore out. And on top of that, we got new sealant, high temperature red RTV silicone gasket maker, and we had a bolt stud was snapped. Replaced that. Waiting for this to cure up a little bit. You gotta wait about 30 minutes to an hour. It's been on there about probably 25 minutes now. So to take this plate off, there's a gap right here. You put a flathead in, and there's one on this side too, right there. And then be careful when you take it apart, because there is a bearing that's behind here. I wish I'd started this video beforehand, removal and installation, but this was going to be installation. So, and I'll pause it right here, and in a few minutes when I'm ready to tighten it down and install it, I'll get back to you. This is on a zero-turn Toro. Alright, so what we got here is a 3/8 socket, and that's going to be for these right here. So right now you can tighten them down the rest of the way. It's still going to take 24 hours to fully cure on this gasket. So let's go ahead and tighten these down. Make sure not to over tighten them, and go with a cross pattern when you're tightening these. That way it's even seal, since this gasket material is still soft. So let me go ahead and tighten these down, and I'll get right back to you. Alright guys, we're back. Got them tightened down. This is what you want to see. You want to see that material being squeezed out. You want to see it being squeezed out all the way around. And now, don't mess with that gasket material no more. Alright, I want to apologize for the video quality. I'm doing my best. Over here I got 3 quarts of Hydro Premium. And this here actually takes 2.5 quarts. So, not positive on where to fill it up at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out right here, this sight. This is the level indicator to let you know fluid's full. And that is a 11/16. Like I said, I wish I'd started this video in the beginning. It ain't a job unless something happens, right? Alright, there we go right there. Gotta figure out how we're gonna do this. It's the best way to do it. Hang on a second. Alright, I want to try it like this. Be careful. is green. Nice green color. I don't know if you can see it, but so far so good. What I'm worried about is when this thing starts getting more weight, if it's gonna fall over. So, no need to rush. Wish I could fast forward on the video for you right now, but my hands are tied and I'm using my cell phone doing this. Have y'all been wondering? I'm just now starting a YouTube channel, so not sure which way or which direction to go with my videos. I'm not always working on stuff, so I can't always do how-to videos. And to be honest with you, I use YouTube a lot to look up for things I got to work on too, so it's kind of a two-way situation. But I do like my storm videos, but that ain't what this video is about, so I'll just shut up about it. Y'all just work with me, and once I find my niche or itch, then we'll go from there. Oh shit. If y'all know a better way of doing this, let me know. Not a professional. I think after this court right here, as y'all see, pretty much get the concept of it, I'm gonna pause the video and get the other two in, or the other 1.5, and then we'll get back to business. You gotta be careful how fast you fill this up. I'm trying, y'all, I'm trying. If anything, y'all can just fast forward it through the video. Oh shit. Alright. Let me go ahead and pause this. You've seen how long that one took, and we'll get back to it. Alright. We got our 2.5 quarts in. I'll go ahead and make sure that this is clean. It is. Make sure that's clean. Sure, a little rubber's grounded. Alright. And we're gonna put that back in there and tighten it down. Now, you don't want to over tighten this thing. It's not something that's keeping playing on. Got a little rubber gaskets in there again, 11/16. You just want to have it snug. You don't want to over tighten this. Alright. And now we're ready for installation. So here comes the fun part. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna be able to video this and do the installation at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause it again and get everything set up, put it in position over there, and then we will go from there. Hopefully this works out. Be back. Alright, so we have mounting bolts. What we're going to do is we're going to get this one mounted. It's going to be on that side right here. Then we got this one let's see. Where are we at? Alright, right here. And that's gonna go back side right there. And then you have this hanger here. Take this down. And that goes right here. You have this hose here. You need to connect it back to this hose. So I'm gonna have to pause it. Or leave it running and y'all can watch me struggle. So let me pause it. Alright guys, that was a little tougher than I thought it was. So anyhow, I knew it was gonna be rough. So what you want to do from my perspective, if you don't jack this up and try to meet up the holes, get these two stabbed first. That's going to help you. Stab them two, leave them a little loose. Get this one lined up, stab that, and stab that one. Bad part is they're flat on top, so you got to stick your finger in that little finger hole, hold it down until you get a couple threads in to get where you can get tight. These here, they are going to be, all the nuts were, I want to say 13 millimeter. Yeah, 13 millimeter socket, deep well. All right, so got the brace in, got the hose connected. All right, so now we're gonna connect the engage and go ahead and get that put back together. Get the belt situated. Get our stabilizer in there, in between both of the drivetrains. And we should be okay. We'll button this thing up and get back at you. All right. All right, my friends, we're back. Now, we got the engage connected. We have the belt put back on. And just for reference for y'all, here you go. This is for the model. Okay. Here's a little diagram. How your belt's supposed to sit on the drivetrain. Okay. So the only thing I have to do now is put the stabilizer in between here. Tighten that down. Tire back on the axle. Crank it up and go. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, just a little reference, a little trouble I came across when I tried to put the stabilizer on. You're gonna have to loosen all these mounts back up, every one of them, to get this back in there. Get it in there, snug it up, snug all the nuts back down, snug this down, and then you're good to go after that. Another thing to look out for, these belts, the one that goes right here on the top for the pump. Well, make sure that that belt is wrapped around here. I had to loosen it back up and get it over the valve and the hose and get it back around. So now we are just at putting the tire on, and that will be it. So let's get that done and start it up and see how it goes. Again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I wish I'd have been able to do this from start to finish. Overall time, I would have to say installation, after you get your plate put on, new gasket in, installation is probably about 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes if you know what you're doing. This was my first time doing it, so it took me a little longer. I had trial and error. You know, sometimes you put things on, you gotta take it back off twice. So either way, it wasn't that bad. I hope the video somewhat helps you. I wish it was more defined. And I wish I had, you know, either GoPro or head-held camera. It'd have been a lot easier. I'd have kept y'all live while I was doing this. But anyhow, thank y'all for tuning in. And if you want to hold in with me for another minute, I will get this tire on and we will get started. Thank you.